vice versa. Ooh. 8 of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's feeling a little bit under the weather. They're not feeling very strong. They're not feeling very powerful. They're probably not feeling very good about themselves. Somebody could be feeling really, having feeling a certain way about something, about leaving or having to say goodbye in reference to something or to something. Okay, so good. She's fully clothed. I don't have to block this out. But then you have the back of the world here. Something is definitely being closed out, shut down. You know, don't pass go, don't collect $200. It's done. Yep. So there could be somebody that's having a house party or something like that. You know, maybe somebody may call the police and you're like, you're going to have to shut this down. You know, it could be something like that. Also, be very, very careful if somebody is, you know, somebody may be repeating a certain pattern. Whether it is, you know, let's say somebody, you know, somebody could be talking to somebody saying that they don't drive. Oh, they don't. Somebody doesn't drive. The reason why somebody doesn't drive is because they got caught for drinking and driving. Somebody may have had some sort of a problem in the past. Maybe they had their license or something like that taken away. I feel like there's going to be certain things that's going to be coming out about a person. Somebody may come to a certain person and, you know, explain a lot of things about another person's behavior, why certain things happen. The reason, you know, maybe the truth is going to be coming out about a particular person that, you know, I feel like there's definitely going to be some sort of a truth coming out about another person. Somebody could be feeling very, very judgmental about it as well. Judgmental about something as well. Somebody has a very hard head. You got the Hermit here. It's like somebody thought that they could like outsmart the Hermit. The Hermit isn't really generally somebody that's like a fighter. You know, they try to be very, very calm with the way that they deal with things. You know, the Hermit knows a lot of stuff. They're very illumined. They're very enlightened. They not only think with the mind, they're very philosophical. They see things very, very differently. However, on another note, they're also very, very connected to the divine. Plus, they're very wise. They've been around for a very long time. Okay? You have somebody who just really just thinks through everything. Okay? And somebody thought that maybe they could get over on the Hermit. Or maybe because the Hermit, you know, is somebody who's very, very kind, loving, a healer. It's a natural healer. This is someone who's naturally destructive. They're very smart. They're very good at speaking. They can be very honest, but they have their moments. And they're very stubborn and very hard-headed. Whereas the Hermit is very, you know, okay. You know, so you have that energy that you have going here. It's like somebody tried to do something in order to outsmart or outwit the Hermit. It reminds me of Sadhguru, you know, when he's talking to certain people, or you have different, you know, spiritual people who like to, you have people who like to debate spiritual people. This is what it's kind of reminding me of. So you have somebody who's very much, you know, intelligent. They do things with the intellect. You know, the mind is God, but or the conscious mind, or yada, yada, yada. That there's nothing, you know, it's kind of like, you know, things that are beyond their belief, beyond their perception, beyond their sight, beyond what they know or what they're familiar with, because that's the only thing that they know. There's no possibility outside of anything, because the only thing that they can believe in is what they see, smell, taste, touch. They don't sense, even though they do sense. People that are highly intelligent actually are highly sensing. They just don't realize it. They intellectualize. They have to have a way of actually proving something physically. Whereas the Hermit is very, very different. So this kind of even reminds me of like some sort of a debate that somebody could have been having, and some sort of an argument that somebody may have had. Maybe it's about different beliefs or different belief system, different, you know, modes or methods of loyalties. They're both decent people because they're both in the upright. Although one is a bit more earthly. One is quite a bit more connected and attuned and okay with themselves. So you have somebody right here who doesn't really care how people see them. Yeah, people may see me as a hermit. They may see me as this. They may see me as that. I'm okay with it. I don't really need or need validation. In fact, I'll go out into a mountain and hang out in a cave, and I'll just stay in my little bat cave. And, you know, I don't really mind how people see me. When people need to come see me for advice or wisdom, they'll come to me. Whereas, you know, the King of Swords is someone who has to force their point. They have to prove that they're correct. They have to prove everything to everyone, whereas this is a very philosophical way of looking at things. You know, maybe not everything is always black and white. Maybe it's a little bit of both. This person's like, no, I have to win. This person is like, you know, you have to show me the facts. You have to show me the physical proof. You know, that's what you have. Eight of Wands. Yeah, there could be an argument or like a debate. There could really be a debate coming up. Ooh. Tower. Yeah, that's the dark side of the Tower. So this one doesn't feel quite as bad. So maybe it's not quite so bad. You know? Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there could have been something that happened between a couple of different people. Or again, if it's some sort of a debate or something like that. I am getting something about very, very spiritual, you know, it's like a spiritual debate or a talk. You know, it could just be differing, you know, opinions. It could be people of two different faiths. It could be that. It really could be something like that. There could be someone who is, you know, somebody maybe really, really wants to come back to have a fight. This could become very, very heated. This could become very, very heated. Now that flipped over, so we'll take it. It's King of Wands. So whoever this person, ooh. I have never noticed. It's been a while since I used these cards. I've never noticed this. It's gorgeous, though. Look at what's wrapped around that tree. Can you see it? That is a very, very large snake. Python. This is something, you know, it's like, it's coiled, wrapped around the tree. What do they, I guess it's a python. I don't know. I'm only saying it because it's very, very large. I mean, it could be an anaconda. Who knows what it could be? The first thing that came to my mind was python. What do pythons do? They squeeze the life out of their prey, and then they consume them. So somebody could be trying to do something in order to squeeze the light out of another person. Because I do see somebody that could be very, very, somebody's ready for a fight. And it's the King of Wands in their dark energy. This person really could be a snake. All right. It's probably something that you didn't know about this person, you know, so be careful about getting into certain things. Sometimes, maybe why I went off on that little tangent. Maybe it's not even about proving anything. Maybe it's not about proving anything. Maybe it's not. Let them believe whatever it is. Just let them be. And maybe they can let you be, and we can all live happily ever after, coexist with our own beliefs as long as no one's being hurt. You got the Temperance card, and then you have the Six of Cups. See, now here's the typical Six of Cups. This is a darker aspect of it. So this could be somebody who wants to have some kind of a control. They may come by. Somebody may want to pretend that they want to find common ground. They want to find balance. Whoever this is, they just kind of want to control, you know, the way that they do things. It's like a superiority complex. Somebody could have a very, very, you know, they could have very much a superior. So the Hermit is somebody very humble, very illumined, This is somebody with a definite superiority complex. Okay? And these two people are at odds. All right? So somebody just wants to win, whereas the other person's like, either or is fine. I'm okay. You're okay. What does it matter with the words? What does it even matter? All right? There's no reason to try to be a snake with somebody. You know? You may have to do whatever it is that you can to kind of, you know, quell. I don't know, I'm using that word. I have no idea. But, quash a situation. Do your best to try to make peace and bring balance. If not, sometimes it can't be. Sometimes it can't. The only thing is eventually, you know, whoever the one is that's being very, very hard-headed, whoever that one is, eventually will come face to face with something else that the universe will mirror something to them. I don't see one person, that one of these people is not going to, they're like, I'm not going to play into this game. There's snakes all around this person. You got the snake wrapped around here, you got a snake wrapped around his staff, then you got the snake right here. So, sometimes it's okay to let somebody say, you know, hey, whatever you believe is fine. You know, I don't really have any much to say. It could even be something like that. It could come to something like that. I know my truth. I know who I am. I know my wisdom. I know my worth. I know my value. And God does. I'm getting something really, really, like, something very, very beautiful, something incredibly beautiful coming from this Hermit card. Page of Wands. Yeah. Somebody with a bad temper. Somebody with a very, very bad temper. You may have to do your best to make sure that you pause before you respond. Sometimes there's no need for a response. There's that too. Especially somebody who's going to be, you know, trying to do something. Okay? That's what you got. All right? 4 Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes there's nothing left to salvage. I feel like somebody's going to be very okay with, you know, the way things happen, the way things unfold. Sometimes there's really nothing left to salvage. Sometimes there's nothing left to salvage. Sometimes there's nothing left. And it's probably a good thing, you know. It's probably a good thing. Maybe this was destined to happen. Maybe something happens to where one of these people, you know, learns a very valuable lesson. Chances are both of them will. Chances are both of them will. Because the Hermit is always content to continue to learn. Continue to learn. And is okay with that. You know? Whereas the other person is a little bit more, you know, resistant. Very resistant. So, just be careful about, you know, whatever it is, the discussions that you have with people. Okay? That's pretty much it. Just going to leave it there. Like, comment, share, follow. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. And hit your notification bell. That's pretty much it.